Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Caught by Williams on the right.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out and
breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. Fourth down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a first down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football, no space, nowhere to go, forcing the fourth down.
And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
BYU was a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin, their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. The injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Snagged out of the air. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. It's It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The run inside. It's Martin. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Hauls it in at the 25. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass, it's Hammond. He's got the back in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he won't make it to the marker. Stonewalled for the second straight play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Red Raiders want to move quickly. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on second down. Complete on the left to Williams. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Red Raiders are rolling down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. He lost one down the sideline. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
The You got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And the extra point is good. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll send the back in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Phillips. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Running inside. It's Martin.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Cougars have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. To the air, it's Bachmeyer. Might be looking to run. Fires downfield. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Pressure coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to it.
Snags it, and there's running room. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the run. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm with it.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! Quick strike through the air for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Caught by Williams on the left.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. There he goes. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Red Raiders peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. With the catch, it's Johnson. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking for a huge play. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Red Raider. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. Snagged in the middle. It's Phillips. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. He's going to fire deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 11 team, The Texas Longhorns. And it's the Sooners coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year.
So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage. You're down, obviously, at the half. You had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Makes the grab, it's Lions. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He shanked it. Didn't get quite as much as they had hoped out of that one, and the offense will be in business. I think they're going to mark it around the 40-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Makes the catch. Hard running there. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Carter. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
The Red Raiders are facing 3rd and inches. He gets it inside the 25. They'll move the chains. It's a first down. Spot the ball at the 23.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The unproductive first down completion now brings up 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Hammond. fires to the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cougars. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. You're exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're
trying to get behind the defense. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Tie ball game as we play in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Run inside. It's Williams. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hammond. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Williams. Could be an alley. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
1st down. Physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. All by himself. Touchdown, Red Raiders. That one will give them the lead.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. End the finisher, coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Delayed handoff. It's Martin. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneak in the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Makes the catch. It's Martin. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to let it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Running inside, it's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
He might want another play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his man. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The give is to Williams. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's Hammond. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Running the red zone, it's Williams. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
And, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The give out of the gun. Across the 25, he's got room. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
To throw, it's Bachmeier. He lobs one high down the left side. Fires into traffic and intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play.
He can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Looking downfield on first down. Fires it incomplete.
The quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And that second down completion was anything but helpful. Threw it in reverse, and now it's third and long. He wants to change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And it's been fun to watch this QB execute today because he's shown you a little bit of everything. He's shown you the fastball. He's shown you the changeup, the ability to throw to all parts of the field, and he's still taking shots. Even after having 4 touchdowns, you can tell they feel confident in him. He's confident, and he's still throwing the football down the field.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
I tell you, you got to have timing on these out routes, and the QB and receiver had that. Quarterback put it right out in front of him. Receiver's just got to be able to make the play.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They want that clock to run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. On the run, still looking. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Swings it out to his running back. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he goes out of bounds at the 14-yard line.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The give is to Williams. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Here's a heat. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple of bad decisions, a couple of great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking the shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers. To to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
Pulls it in. It's Lions. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to run it. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the
fires deep toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Cougars.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Got his man on the outside. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll move the tight end. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. Looking to fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. 3rd down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Got room on the return. He's at the 20.
what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Both of these teams